Welcome to day 2 of our easy watercolor flowers. Today we will be painting the Blackeyed Susan and then adding it to our watercolor chart. So before we begin, take a little bit of your water and just dab it in the colors that you're going to use. Some yellows and orange. Let's rinse our brush, do some greens, and our black. So the Blackeyed Susan has a little dome hat in the center with the yellow flowers radiating out. So we're going to take some of our black and we will just paint a little dome hat out of dots. If you look, there are different colors in the center of the Blackeyed Susan. But just for our simplified version, we'll just do black. Okay, now it has yellow petals radiating out. And if you'll remember the point, press, lift, we will do that same stroke. We'll do the same point, press, lift, but we will be varying the strokes to make it look more natural. So we'll go point, press, lift. Maybe this one will be kind of curled down. Make a little curl. Okay, I'm going to pick up a different kind of yellow and we'll do point, press, lift. If we lift slowly, we get more of a rounded look. Let's pick up just a little bit of orange there. And we'll do point, press, lift. Curve that one a little while we have this orange. Maybe we'll drop a little in the center. Okay. A yellow, point, press, lift. Now maybe for this one, we're going to do a compound stroke and bring that down a little just for a little variety. Point, press, lift with a little flick. We can get a little point that way at the end. Okay, let's have one that's kind of on its side. So we'll do a skinny one that curls down. So that petal is a bit on its side. Bring that down just a little more. Lift that a little. Okay, so these are just curving around, point, press, lift. Now they're getting shorter as we get up here because it is kind of on its side. The perspective is just a view on its side. So this one will be nice and short. This one you can just see the top part of the leaf curving around. So we'll do some little half circles here. Then this one, maybe we'll grab a little orange again for a variety. Point, press, lift. Okay, there we go. There's our basic Blackeyed Susan. I am going to gently help this. I rinsed my brush, dabbed it on my towel. I'm just going to help bring that down. Okay, very good. Now let's do one more. This time let's start with our leaves first. Okay, I'm going to pick up some yellow and maybe we'll have one that's going more this way. Point, press, lift. I'm going to add a little orange. Point, press, lift. Let's make that one a little more pointed that way. The key here to make it look more natural is to get a variety of shapes. So we can do that by varying our leaf colors and leaf shapes. Press, lift. Maybe I'll come back in with a little darker one to do a compound. Okay, and we're getting shorter as we go back because again, this one is on its, viewing it more on its side. Now I can rinse my brush, tap it on my paper towel, and I can lift out a little more color if I want from the center. Then I also can just tap a little bit more color in the center of these petals. Just let it kind of bleed down. Okay, since this one's facing a little bit more in this direction, I will do his little dome hat facing this direction. Just doing some dots. Just doing some stippling. I can add a little bit more to it after that dries. Now, what if we're viewing one from underneath, you ask? Well, let's do a view from underneath. Okay, I'm going to pick up my yellow and I'll make a long shape here. Maybe we'll do another one coming up here. So these ones will be more hooked. Okay, we do want to vary it a little bit. Maybe that's too much orange. That's too much orange. We will pick it up a little bit later. So this is a view that we can see underneath the Blackeyed Susan. So I'm going to come in with some green. I've got just some little underneath parts of that flower that you can see. Let's just bring this all the way down. Maybe this one comes around behind that petal. Okay, the leaves of the Blackeyed Susan are long and angular. So we're going to do point, press, lift. Just bring it up. Maybe I'll grab a little bit of a cooler green. This one. Let's just have a little one right here. Now that this one's dry, I might extend that middle out just a little bit. Maybe I'll just come in with a little bit of brown. We'll make this more of a dome. Okay, there we go. There's our Blackeyed Susans. Let's go ahead and add that. You can just pick one that you like. I think I'll do this one right here. So I'm taking my yellow, point, press, lift, point, press, lift, but lifting gently so it's more rounded shape. Just pick up a tiny bit of orange, point, press. I'm going to curve that bottom down so it looks like it's curving. Now let's do a compound. 1, 2. A little bit lighter yellow for this one. One on its side. And these top ones here that you can't really see. Now let's do the stem. I'll pick up some of this green. Now we don't want stems just straight up and down. That would not look natural. So if you can't draw or paint a straight line, you're good. So we'll bring it, let's see, maybe we'll kind of come up behind that petal there. And then I'm going to pick up a little bit more cooler green just for a little variety for our leaf. There we go. Now let's do our middle. So I'll just pick up black, getting some nice saturation, and we'll do our little dome with stipples. So think of a little hat. We can kind of go over we can go over our petals just a bit. Just a little hat. Just stipple that in there. Add one more leaf, maybe going behind this petal. Just to create a little bit of movement. There we have our Black-eyed Susan for day 2 of our easy watercolor flowers. We'll see you tomorrow for some more flowers.